This section has 3 Agile practices that came out of my 2012 book, and that's the foundation for the book and for this training.
Vision guidance, quick iterations, and customer validation are 3 practices borrowed from Agile development that help to advise product leaders. In this section, we'll talk about these 3 practices and how competitors fit into them. Product leaders can use these practices as a foundation to create a learning product process through quick releases and customer feedback. The first is a clear product vision guides organic product discovery. Number 2, quick development cycles create urgency and accelerate learning for better products. And customers are the measure of product value. So practice number 1, a clear product vision guides organic product discovery. Those who have traditional waterfall background tend to be uncomfortable with the inherent uncertainty that comes with Agile product development. Using a customer learning to adjust the product throughout the development process seems foreign to those who were taught to proceed linearly from planning to building to marketing to sales. This is why a strong vision is so important for an Agile product process. Just as great leaders use a compelling vision to inspire others to reach for a goal, a strong product vision brings out the best in a product team. When the vision is framed around a customer and their problems that need solving, but are light on details about how to solve those problems, it provides the structure and focus needed to keep the product within strategic bounds. This product vision can come from the company founder, maybe another leader, a subject matter expert, a product manager, or maybe even a customer. The visionary must be passionate in order to persevere through the many obstacles in the product's path. Paul Graham, a Y Combinator founder, writes this: I think the way to use these big ideas is not to try and identify a precise point in the future and then ask yourself how to get from here to there, like the popular image of a visionary. You'd be better off if you operate like Columbus and just head in a generally westerly direction. Don't try to construct the future like a building, because your current blueprint is almost certainly mistaken. Start with something you know works, and then when you expand generally westward. The popular image of a visionary is someone with a clear view of the future, but empirically, it may be better to have a blurry one. Your original vision may not guide you to a successful product, so you can't set it in stone. Even a blurry high-level vision sometimes needs adjustment when you don't find land out in that westerly direction. When this happens, a different set of customers with different problems or solutions may emerge, inevitably requiring a change in vision. This change is called a pivot. Keith Mullen founded Gamer Grub, a no-mess snack mix with neurotransmitters to keep game players mentally sharp. Throughout the development process, all the details of his initial product changed, but he didn't need to pivot because his original vision of solving snack problem for gamers did not. He kept his prototype costs to a minimum while he honed his product and market. Now that his product has found its market niche, he's scaling the business up for larger distribution. So 2 points, key points in this vision is number 1, the vision constrains customers and their problems to ensure the product does not wander off track. And visions that are light on solution specifics allow the flexibility needed for innovation. So 2 examples. 1, a solution-dominated vision. Use GPS location service to find your nearby friends. So there's some very specific on what the product does and how you're going to do it. The second one is more of a needs-dominated vision, and that is explore your world, experience your network. It gives you room to change where you're going to go, how you're going to do it, maybe what customers are going to have, you're going to be working with. what their problems are. So as startup and small businesses grow, vision is commingled with strategy, and non-agile habits can emerge. So here's the first one, non-agile habit. The vision gets more complex and includes more solutions. So the agile way to do this is to keep the vision light on solutions and concentrate on customers and their needs. When the vision contains detailed solution, there's less flexibility in what you can build. So another non-agile habit is strategy meetings get bigger and occur less often. Decisions are put off until that meeting, and that delays progress. Annual meetings are large and unwieldy because of the many delayed decisions, and all the stakeholders are needed to answer them. Large project management overhead for big meetings. As market conditions change, strategy questions and issues must be updated over the course of the year. There is so much that must happen in a single meeting, it's difficult to capture and follow up effectively. So the agile way is simply to schedule meetings as needed a lot more frequently than once a year. A third non-agile habit is that technical issues are excluded. So when defining strategy, technical issues are always relevant. Here's an example. You just lost your biggest client who was 75% of your business. So this is obviously a tactical issue that must be dealt with right away. So should this affect your strategy? So the agile way is to look at your strategy always within a tactical context and not separate the two out. So our second practice is quick development cycles create urgency and accelerate learning for better products. We learned about iterations in the Scrum process in an earlier section. In a broader product process, these quick cycles accelerate the process to deliver learning and business value earlier. How many times you wish that when you're creating products, it just felt more natural? What if the product was more like a Google search? So if we were doing a Google search, we follow a link, we skim, we skip, we back up and retrace. We don't plan that search ahead of time and create a step-by-step plan of action. What we do is try one thing, evaluate, and then take the next action based on what we learned in the previous step. So this is a natural progression in harmony with how we think and learn, and it's what typically makes our web searches quick and painless. It is possible to discover the right product features with this same natural fluidity. Product leaders can use the working functionality from short development cycles to quickly test their customer value and their accuracy to market. This is a rapid way to respond to the rapid change of market change. A critical competency for a product development process in any industry. The following sections discuss what happens within the cycles and why the cycle timing are the foundation of a lean process. So a couple key points on iteration. Iterative learning is a natural learning style. Quick iterations allow for earlier and more product learning. And as a bonus, we get a sense of accomplishment with each completed time box. Our third practice is customers are the measure of product value. Everyone is familiar with the conventional wisdom that products should be customer driven. But what's this really mean for a product leader? When building a new product or adding new features to an existing one, always begin with customer needs. They should be considered the most critical member of any product team. In this slide, customers and the visionary supply the product ideas. The product leader is at the center of the process and translates these ideas and gets them ready for execution. They work in small increments and validate the value of executed products back with the customer. The result is a product that accurately matches your customer's needs and delivers high value to them. So there's much more in detail about customer actions in upcoming sections. Have you ever had the situation where most of your product's budget is going towards feature requests from your largest and most vocal clients? Unless you have the luxury of working on a new product with only a few customers, you have to learn how to balance these customer feature requests with the wider market strategy. As your product matures, customer feature requests gain traction within an organization. If you're not careful, all the product energy goes here, and there's nothing left for the product vision. A few key people within a few key customers drive the direction of your product. So is that really what you want? In the early stages of less mature products, you can have the opposite problem. An internal vision drives the product without any input from the customer. In a traditional development process, this results in a lot of unhappy surprises when the product is finally released to a customer. A balance of vision and customer input, which is practice 1 and 3, gives the right guidance across the product maturity spectrum. To achieve this balance, eliminate those customer requests that don't fit the vision and align the product with the target market. Next, if the internal vision has customers and problems that can't be validated by customers, then you need to change the vision. So what's left is a product that both customers and the visionary want. What do you do when key customers insist on something that's outside the vision? Well, it's much easier to say no if you have something else to offer them, something to negotiate with. So is there something else they do need that is also within the vision? Share your roadmap and list them as a partner. It helps to get them on your side, and you might get some great early validation. Competitors can be just another type of customer, and it's important to fully understand what they offer, because while it's important for your product to have a differentiating features, it's equally critical to neutralize your competitors' unique features, because they have the customers that you want to attract to your product. This slide brings all three sources of product ideas together: vision, customers, and competitors. It's a visual tool for planning future product functionality and evaluating current product positioning. So let's start out with unmet needs. This section is neither you nor your competitors are meeting these customer needs. These are an opportunity for your product to enter the market or gain market share. Why isn't your customer filling these needs? Do they think that these are low value to them or too expensive to build? Or have they not discovered these are important to your customers? The other section is competitive advantage. This is a key section, and it's your product is providing these features and your customers value them, but your competitors don't have them. So this is a feature sweet spot that you use to differentiate your product. These unique high-value features allow you to raise the price of your product. And the competitive advantage and unmet needs are the two categories that you need to understand to push your product forward. Another section is competitors' advantage. And it's important to understand what features your competitors use as their marketing advantage. So you minimize this advantage by building equivalent features or through customer education if the features really don't solve any big issues for them. Commodity. These features are required in an established and competitive market. Since market-leading products contain these features, any new products entering the market must also have these in order to compete. Since this does not differentiate the product, the cost to build and maintain these should be kept to a minimum. If all features fall into this category, the only way to compete is on price. No or low value features. If your customers do not value these features, consider removing these to simplify the product. So the vision gives initial guidance to begin the focus on who the customer is and what the problem we want to solve for them. Short iterations speed up the development engine to build products faster. Customer measurement ensures our product is accurate to what the market really needs. So how do I start using this? First, you ensure the product vision is heavy on customers and their solutions and light on solutions. And second, balance the source of this vision between internal and external customers.